What is up? What is up? This is Marzi. Let me open up chat on my phone real quick. We are on day 123, y'all, and we took hold on, cause I have something to discuss before we hop into this studying. I'm a little bit tired, so I kind of do want this to be a little bit more chill. Not that I'm not going to study, I just don't want to study as hard. I'm tired, brother. I'm tired. I did a 12 because I didn't expect to do a 12 yesterday. So I did a 12 and I already felt like I was just exhausted. I didn't have enough sleep, but we had to knock that out. And so that felt great, but I don't know. There's things I really wanted to I got forced in for Thanksgiving at work, y'all. That really upsets me. But that wasn't what I wanted to talk about though. Obviously there was more. What is up, Paris? She's a new beanie on stream. I think I've shown this beanie before. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I didn't. I'm not sure. But y'all, so I ended up posting this video. And it was about me finishing my barbershop website. I had no idea. He said, how many beanies do I have? I think I bought 7 of these, and then sometimes I just probably have 5 more that are different. But damn, my lighting is kind of trash right now. Should I do it like this? I don't know. So I'll probably say 15 in total, but specifically of this type, if it can bright up, I don't know if you can see what it says. It's one of the God Got Me beanies. I think I got specifically 7 of those, and then just more after that, maybe 7, 8 more. But no, yeah. So I posted this video. It was the web dev video. I finished my barbershop website. I didn't think it was gonna get good views. You said I have none for this winter. Oh damn, bro, you gotta get them. I gotta get a jacket. I have no jacket. I have to wear my varsity jackets, but obviously those aren't warm. But I posted this video about finishing this website. I did not think that my subscriber count, because the video is at 600 views and it's still rising. I was like, damn, for one, I didn't think that video was gonna do good because I've been trying to document that barbershop series in 3 more videos after, and it would only get 200 or 100 views. I was like, I guess people don't care about this. I post that I finished that barbershop series. It went from I want to say 150. I woke up to 600 views, and then I woke up to up here it says 1735. I now have to edit it, and now I believe my sub count is at 17. I'm gonna have to do 1760. I think I'm at 1752 or something like that. 1752 or 1755. I don't know. I'll just do 52 because I don't want to go too high. But I was like, what the hell just happened? It says send you one. I mean, I probably could low key. But I would have to buy it from somewhere. I don't know. But I was planning on making a bunch of these beanies on my merch, but the problem is the beanie on the merch site looks very huge, so I don't want to tell people to buy it. It is open there, so but it's I just don't know if it's I don't know how it fits yet. I would have to see, because if I could do that, then I probably would just get that beanie or something and then probably send it over, but I just gotta make sure that that beanie's okay. But no, yeah, so my subscriber count jumped. And then now it's kind of putting me in a place where, because in my head, I was like, whatever, I'm naturally averaging 200 views. I'm like, at that point, it doesn't really matter what I post, right? I've been saying that I wanted to switch my content to IT support content. And then now I'm kind of sitting here damn, should I I want to do a mix of both now, but in a different way to where it's maybe on Fridays, I could post a web dev video where I'm either reviewing a website or I created a website and I'm going through the website. And it's I don't know if maybe people would care for that video. Maybe people just cared about the build up of the barbershop website and then it finally being done. Or was it just the fact that I finished something? So could I just keep popping out every Friday with a new finished website? And would that be intriguing? Because I'm damn, I don't know if I'm ready now to full blown pivot to IT support content. That's what I wanted to do. But it was only because I'm averaging 200 views. It's not like it's going to do anything. But then, boom, I got 600 views, and it's probably going to get to 1,000 views by tomorrow, or maybe 800 views or something. I don't know. That shit jumped. It's my number one performing video out of 10 right now. So it's kind of like, I don't want to screw myself. It's like I got momentum. I got about like almost 20 subscribers just off of this video. For me to next week switch it all to IT support, I'm like, I don't know, man. You said project videos go viral. No, yeah, I know. And I didn't even like think it was going to because I made 3 videos about this and no one cared. Then boom, I finished it. So I'm just like, maybe every Friday I could show it, or maybe I could try to find topics in IT support that can kind of hit the same, where it's like, you know, doing basic doing basic damn, what the hell is it called? Help desk tasks, where I can kind of probably do like a lab or a home lab or whatever, and I'm just solving basic tasks on camera, probably talking about how I would solve it. But since I'm like so beginner, I probably am gonna mess up a lot, and that's probably what's gonna make it a little bit intriguing. Um, and then eventually, obviously, when I buy a computer, you know how many videos you can make off of that. Like buy a desktop, open it up, you can make so much things off of that. So I'm like, maybe I could bank on those type of videos to do well instead of trying to keep web dev like on the side a little. But I don't know. I don't think it would be bad to post web dev every Friday, but I feel like it's like not letting go of a chapter. Like I really wanted this channel to be about chapters. Like this chapter I'm writing a book. This chapter I'm boxing. This chapter I'm doing networking, right? This chapter I'm freelancing. So I feel like for me, if I try to keep web dev there, then it kind of disappoints the chapter because then it never really closed while IT support is opening. So I'm not sure. I don't know. I guess I have to debate on it, man. Guess I got to debate on it. But let me go and finally get this thing open. I kind of want today to be a little bit more of a chill day. So I might do a lot more. Well, actually, what am I talking about? I was going to say I might do a lot more talking, but when have I stopped talking? Like, when has that been a thing? But I don't know. I'm like so iffy now. Like, and I told myself not to get like that too because when I seen the views like at 150, I was like, this video could possibly take off a little bit. I told myself not to feel like that if the video performed well, and then it's performing more like more well than I thought it would have. To the point where I'm like, I don't know if I should let it go. Like, I feel like I might be dumb to let it go. So I already did the post process, so let me go look up the boot order for BIOS, which I don't know, surprisingly. The boot order. I mean, that should hopefully be quick. It says how to change the boot order. Wait, but this is all talking about how to change the boot order. I think they want me to learn what is the boot order. I'm confused. It says, why change the boot order? You need to change boot order for various reasons, such as this. Is that maybe what they want me to look into? How to change the boot order. Bitch, can I speak? Well, let me go back real quick. Access the BIOS. Find the boot order menu, change it. Oh, so they are talking about the changes of the boot order. So I guess it's probably good for me to read these websites. I just hate how much ads these websites keep popping up. It makes me not want to read it. Oh, I have an ASOS. This is a good website. I know y'all can't see the websites. I'm just trying to find the right one, but these ads are pissing me off. I need an ad blocker. Yeah, I think I might have to read what AI is saying again. Because I don't know, maybe I could do this website. Let me jump and show y'all the website because now we're kind of here. Which screen is it? I don't know. I want to see how this live screen looks real quick. Let me know how this live screen looks. Let me know. It's gonna probably jump a little bit late. So notice how people are hooked on Pewds and Asmon Gold's videos for hours. It's their perspective and personalities you keep talking to. No, yeah, that's why, like, my goal is, like, I do really want people to like me for my personality, which is why part of me is like, maybe I shouldn't chase those project videos, because, like, that video was a bunch of storytelling as well. So it's like people probably could have subscribed because they still liked my personality. But I feel like that's more like one of those videos where you could potentially hit that subscribe button because of the fact that you wanted to see a finished website, which is why a part of me is like, maybe I shouldn't have a lot of like achievement videos anyway. Like I could probably do like an achievement video maybe once a week. Like that's what I used to do with my barbershop websites. Like when it would perform well, I used to do at least one achievement video a week. So I'm kind of like, okay, yeah, no, I can't do it with these ads. I'm starting to freak out. Oh shoot, I lost my website. But can I get to my bookmark and my history? No, they won't let me look up what I looked up. Okay, right here. But no, yeah, so I guess I'll just read what they have here for the AI overview because nah, it says how long have you been learning web dev? I've been learning web dev for about, I want to say 7 months. I feel like now I finally got to like a space where, not that like you ever finish learning web dev, like you're always going to learn in the end, but I feel like I finally got to a space where I don't need to study no more. I can kind of just code and then maybe I'll learn through my coding mistakes. So I would say like 7 months, 7 months. But I haven't really got too deep to web dev. I feel like things that could make my coding experience a little bit more easier is if I ended up learning React and obviously if I ended up learning Tailwind. So a lot of my designs that you ever see for my websites, I feel like the reason why I normally like quickly end my projects super fast is because I have to code every single line like of everything that I want to do. So I got to get into using Tailwind using React, but outside of that, it took me 7 months, and it only took me 7 months because I used to have only an hour a day. Well, I still have an hour a day because I'd be working a lot, but I only have an hour a day to pretty much study. So if I was 7 months deep and I had more time in my day, I think I definitely would have learned everything. He said, wow, yeah, I know, man. And I documented the whole entire journey on this YouTube channel. That's another thing, too, with like a lot of the content that I do have. It kind of is like evergreen content in a way because like there's some people who might want to look back at that journey and see exactly how I got here. And so definitely, you could definitely go look back, watch a bunch of those videos. I literally documented almost every day. And we got up to, I think, like 200 live streams, but starting at like day 120, so like 120 to 200, so that's about 60 live streams, I believe. Wait, no, 80 live streams, I believe, straight of like web dev content, and then my videos, my main content videos, with the rest of it. So yeah, it's crazy, but that's why, like I said, I'm stuck like in a hard place. Stuck in a hard place. But that's why oh yeah, that's what me and you were talking about, Harish. Cuz it's basically like I don't want people to come only because, of the fact that I finished things, like that I just achieved things. I would love if people came because of my personality. So that's why part of me is like, what if I do only make a couple of videos a month that represent me achieving something, like whether that's me still integrating websites or whether that's me, pursuing or pivoting completely to IT support and then making IT support content that's achieving and probably just doing it like once, a week. The only problem is though is that with web dev, I feel like I found the key. Like it's like with web dev, they really like to see finished projects. With IT support, obviously I haven't tried it yet, so a part of me is kind of like, I don't want to fully transition to IT support content and then be like, let me buy a laptop and see if people will watch. You know what I mean? Because then what if people don't watch? And then like I kind of banked on that being my 600 viewed video and it wasn't. So I'm kind of going through it, and I'm trying to see, like a couple people's opinions. I'm gonna probably sit on it, pray on it, because I do have a video after this that was gonna be, revealed. Not the video that might come out today, but it should be the one that comes out after the next one that comes out, where I was going to discuss completely pivoting. So now I'm like, what are the odds this happened right before? Because now I'm screwed. He said, I'm currently learning as well. Your videos are pushing me. Good to know I'm not alone. Hey, that's what's up, man. That is what's up. That's really my goal, is to really try to just study along people. Like, it doesn't even matter what we're studying for. We could be studying for something completely different. I really just want to push people to, Just study and understand that you could do whatever you put your mind to. Don't let no one tell you no. Don't let no one tell you twice. Of course, if you have things in life that got to get done, like that's why that's like another one of my things that I want to motivate people with is that some people say they can't learn because they work too much. They can't learn because they have too much responsibility. And I'm someone where I normally naturally work 12 to 10 hours a day. And not only that, I also work like crazy shifts. So my I feel like my body constantly is like in a battle because even though it's like yes, it's 8 hours. I mean, it's only 10, 12 hours. Some people are like that's not that deep. It's not like I'm working 7 to 5. You know what I mean? Like it's a completely different shift. So I'm coming out in the middle of the night, going to sleep, and I still try to find a way to study. I want people to know that even if you're someone who is super busy, I hope that I can inspire you to still know that you could study on your own time, that you could find ways, to implement it into your own schedule. Um, and then even especially if you're not busy, like, hey, get up. You're not busy, get up, grab a pen, pencil, or whatever you like to use, Notion, any type of web. Oh wait, I think Notion's for planning, but any type of website, hey, I think that'll be super dope. I can't wait to buy my own journal. I cannot wait to buy my own journal because I'm gonna make a IT support journal and I'm gonna use it on live and then probably buy like my mug and then probably put it right here. You know how dope that is? He said, damn, how can you study whilst talking? You know what's crazy? I didn't know I could do this until I started this. I was like, and I legitimately believed that I wasn't learning anything. I was like, am I like not learning at all? And then every time I take a quiz, no matter what, it's like I remember, just out of nowhere, I remember what I studied. I'm like, damn, how did I do that? It's strange. So to access BIOS, restart your computer, repeatedly press the specific key that appears on the startup screen. Common keys are delete F1 depending on your computer's manufacturer. Yeah, I don't think I really care about this. I think I know how to access BIOS. Well, for me, I think it might be F1 or F2, but either way, I know how to access BIOS. But I mean, if you want to start with step one, no, I don't know. I think I'm just gonna put step one, access BIOS. Like I don't need to write all that. But no, yeah, I don't know how I do it. But that's why for me, it's like I feel like my content is like, yes, study with me, but it can kind of come off like a podcast or like getting to know me. Cause I legitimately will sit here and talk to y'all about anything. I'll legitimately talk to you about anything while studying and then still being able to take a quiz right after and then ace it. I'm like, there's no way. But maybe what I'm probably thinking though is that as of right now, I'm still kind of learning, the basics of computing. Oh wait, maybe I should scroll the screen up a little bit, my bad. I'm still kind of learning like the basics of computing. So I'm thinking maybe, wait, what the hell am I doing? Change the, oh, right, we're here. Okay, I was like, yo. So I'm thinking maybe that's why it's a little bit more easier for me to talk while studying. So maybe if I were to ever, start trying to study for the CompTIA A plus certification, I might have to shut up. I might have to have 20 minutes of deep focus and shut up. This is really skillful, actually. I mean, I don't know. I feel like if I'm studying for the CompTIA A plus and then I'm talking the whole way through and I pass my quiz, at that point it has to be skillful. I feel like some of this, the reason why I'm able to talk easily is because I could kind of pinpoint what's like quiz worthy and then what I'm just kind of learning that's just for me. Like I feel like right now learning the boot order and kind of learning all this, if they were to even ask me a question, it probably would just be something like, what is the boot order for wanting to, I don't know, restart your computer? I don't know, something random. And then I just would have to know what the boot order is. And right now, specifically what I'm writing is not that. So I think sometimes like I just kind of know when to focus and when not to. Cause yes, this stuff matters, but at the end of the day, I can just come back to my notes. I don't think it would be anything that is gonna pop up on, a quiz. And if it was, oops. Because, hey, but I think I would know everything that just popped up because all they told me was how to access BIOS and then how to find the boot order, which I guess but like I said, I think this would be a little bit more easier if I could open up my own boot. I mean, my own boot. If I could open up my own BIOS or Eufy or whatever, and then kind of see it, but I guess it's just saying navigate to boot, boot order, or boot sequence. But it would be nice if I could see it, and then it may be on the main screen or sub menu for the advanced menus. Did I write that? No, I didn't. I moved too quick. But it's whatever. But that's kind of like one of those questions where you could simply just look that up. So sometimes that's just how I feel. Damn, I wish I had like some soda, man. I gotta stop drinking soda. It's not good for me. Not only is it not good for your teeth, it's not good for your heart. It's not good for just anything. I really gotta stop drinking soda. But I'm so stressed. I really don't know what to do with my content no more. Like that video, it did so well. It did so well, and I don't know what to do. I don't know. I guess I'm gonna have to probably discuss it with people and, like I said, pray on it, see what happens. But I was legitimately gonna have that video that was gonna pivot completely by maybe Friday. Wait, what's today? Oh, today's, what the hell is today? Is today Wednesday? Because I don't know, man. This week has been going by slow. No, because I have Mondays off. So Tuesday. Oh, is it Thursday already? Damn. It might be Thursday. The week is going by quick. But I don't know. It's hard for me to count my days. When you work a little bit into the nights, your days simply go by. You said, do you have apprenticeships where you're at? Can you try doing one of them? I don't think so. For I was looking it up for IT actually, and I think I don't know because I was looking up apprenticeships for like a lot of jobs, so I don't remember if it was for IT or not. I don't think it was. Yeah, no. So I would say no. Cause I was looking up apprenticeships for like electricians. I don't know. I just wanted to see like if that was something I was interested in, so I was just searching it up. But no, yeah, I don't think they have apprenticeships at all, and I don't think I would be down to do it because the problem is with my current like life is I know I'm young. I'm 22. I probably don't look like it, but even so, a lot of 22-year-olds they're not really having to rely on themselves a lot. And I'm somebody who I really do have to rely on me. Like I have this apartment I gotta pay for. I live by myself with my apart. I mean, with my I live by myself with my partner. And then we have the car that we gotta pay for. We got just hella bills, of course. You already know. What daily life is looking like. Then you got to do groceries. You gotta buy essentials. You gotta pay for laundry, and so forth and so forth. And when you realize that everything has a cost, right? I used to live with my grandparents. At one point, I would have never knew. I would have never knew. Like even the soap, and it's like you kind of know these things, but you don't care until you buy it yourself. Like even the soap in my dispenser, it wasn't like I magically thought it would be there, but paying for the dispenser and then having to pay for the soap, and then when it runs out, I never noticed the dispenser run out until I lived on my own. I was like, yeah, maybe we could wait out on buying that soap. No, I'm just kidding. But no, yeah, when you have to pay for everything on your own, I know apprenticeships they pay you, but a lot of the time they don't pay you like good money. Sometimes they try to pay you like 15 an hour, or they might give you like 20 or something, and I can't take that type of pay cut. It's not like I'm getting paid a lot or anything, but specifically at this job, it like for one, it pays good hourly, but then two, it gives constant overtime. So the problem is like leaving something for something else that's probably going to be straight 8 hours and then completely less pay. And I got bills. It's just not, it wouldn't be good for me. That's why a lot of what I'm trying to do is kind of difficult from my perspective. Because I just don't want to leave my main job until I hit a networking job. And, that's difficult because networking roles, they want you to have experience. So I'm kind of like stuck there too between like should I take that risk or should I just, try to work whenever they do cut overtime, try to work two jobs, but doing 16 hours is tough. So I'm like maybe try to find a part-time help desk position and then see if I could apply to like a small company to hopefully they could hire me in networking, stay there for however long, and then try to eventually get into a big company that I already plan on getting into as an internal transfer. So then I'm like, maybe I could do that. but the whole route is so risky because they want you to have years of experience that I'm not willing to do because my pay is better here. Or not even the pay. I feel like it's like the stability. Like even if they try to be like, yo, I'm gonna pay you 35 an hour, I'm probably gonna still sit there and like I would take it. I might sit there and try to balance two jobs. But it wouldn't be enough for me to leave my current job because my current job is so stable, like it has union in it. So it's kind of like I don't want to leave something that could be so easily fireable until it's a networking role because then from there, y'all fire me from this networking role, boom, I'm on to the next networking role, onto the next networking role. Like that's different. So I need to try and get my foot in there, but it's hard. It is hard. But I am gonna. I do want to do home labs though, and I do plan on buying desktops and opening them up. The only thing is of course all of it comes with a cost. So it's like I gotta see whenever because for this Christmas, I really do want to get a better camera because when I do plan on doing those type of live streams, I can't use this camera. This camera is not it. And then this is my phone camera, but that be glitching. So I need to try and figure out, exactly what I want to put my money towards. But I'm thinking getting a new camera and then probably buying like a very cheap desktop and then opening it up for y'all and doing a bunch of content on that. But I don't know when that's gonna happen because I've been learning about so much hardware. It's not even funny. It's to the point where I need a computer. I need to open it up. I need to see what the hell we're talking about. So next thing that I need to learn, what time is it? Oh, it's about to hit 1. Damn, I learned slow as hell. We gotta go to compatibility. Wait, hold on. What's going on? Compatibility, and then we gotta do RAM regeneration. My notes are so backwards. It's not even funny. What the hell? Damn, they don't teach nothing. This is what I'm talking about though. Like, I can't wait to be learning all of this because a lot of this note taking too, I plan on making my own course way down the line, of course, because I don't know too much. Oh, you know what? They're talking about cars. But I was gonna say they have like barely any websites that kind of teach these things. Well, this one's kind of better. Find compatible RAM and motherboard compatibility. Is that what we're talking about? Compatible RAM, like with the motherboard, or are we talking about to our desktop? But it's just hard to find. You guys gotta be kidding me. But it's hard to find like a really good website that teaches these things, man. Like, what is all this? Well, no RAM is not always compatible. Each RAM has physical electrical differences but they're not teaching me, like they're just telling me, yeah, there's a difference, and then they're moving on. That's what I'm talking about. I gotta make my own course. Like whenever I learn a good amount, the fact that I keep having to use the AI overview because people are just not making exact websites for this, or something that I could do, because I do know, oh wait, maybe this is a good website. Damn, but why is all the fucking content to the right? Can I close this out? Like my video is over it. This is the RAM clock speed, motherboard, and RAM compatibility. Let me see what that says. Building from scratch are easy, blah, blah, blah. The crucial scanner is downloadable. So they just gave me a scanner. They're not even trying to tell me anything. They're like, just scan this. I mean, maybe the scanner is how you do it. What RAM speed do I need? I guess that website isn't bad, but I don't know. I don't know. I feel like I could make a better website. I was wondering if I made a website actually just like this, and this is the title, like compatibility, RAM regeneration. Does that mean that I could get paid for it? Because I feel like I wouldn't mind like searching for content from different websites and then kind of just like making the website. Obviously, citing the sources if I'm going word by word. Hey, listen, we know like our teachers in school, they taught us about plagiarism, okay? We don't plagiarize. We change up the words a little bit to make it fit our own. That's what we do. And with ChatGPT, that makes it even easier, but I actually could not understand. Like there used to be a lot of kids in my class that couldn't do that. And I was like, damn. I actually felt really bad. And like I know sometimes I could struggle a little bit with changing up the sentence, but I feel like maybe I learned really quickly at a young age because I used to cheat a lot on my test or whatever. So, or not my test, but on my assignments. So I always had to plagiarize a lot, and no one's ever like no teacher ever caught me, unless they probably just didn't care. But I was really good. Like I just knew how to make something just work. Like I probably could get a higher score than the person who actually wrote it because I just knew how to make it go. But it wasn't like I was smart either. 'Cause I damn sure wasn't. I wasn't dumb though. I feel like I was very middle. Like I never was the student that got praised for good work. Well, actually I got praised one time. I love that teacher. She was so good. She was so good to me. I never got praised before. Those teachers, I think they all hated me. But that one teacher, oh my gosh, she was so nice. That made my day. I'll never forget that teacher. I'll never forget her name. I'm sure plenty of other students wouldn't forget her name, but like she she like was just super encouraging that day. I was like, damn, she got me. I could have cried over it. Like that's how great she was. But everybody else, never got encouraged. But I was never like I never had the worst grade in the class. And then I kind of could have fallen on both spectrums where it's like I probably was like 3 grades away from having the worst grade, but then I've also could have been like I want to say like 5 grades away from having the best grade. So like it really depended on the topic, on the topic, and if I really paid attention. Okay, let's keep this going. So we're talking about the speed. It says you can find compatibility information by looking up your motherboard's See, this is how like how is ChatGPT hitting every point other websites weren't? This is just it's making me even more upset at this point because ChatGPT, the AI overview should not be allowed to do this. I don't want to have to use this. I want to study. I want to read. They're pissing me off. And I know they're getting it from other websites too. Like they have it right here. But the fact that those websites don't pop up is probably because they have terrible titles. Maybe it was the way I looked it up. But I think it has terrible titles because they're too busy trying to hit the audience of people who actually, you know what? This is exactly what it is. They're too busy trying to hit the audience of people who are actually like looking actively for the motherboard instead of trying to teach. So that's why in my head I'm like, hey, I'm wondering if like how does it work with pay if you did it like that? But I think the problem is though is that you would have to host your own website. So it's kind of like I'm putting money into it hoping I get money in return, and that might not be the case. Cuz how many people are actually trying to study IT support? Raise your hand. No, I'm just kidding. No, but I know there's a lot of people who are actively trying to study, but not a lot of people who see my content though. But then I think that would be pretty dope actually. Ooh, y'all, I'm actually thinking for real. Hold on. Cause I'm thinking I could probably every Friday. Huh, hold on. Cause now it kind of can integrate my web dev ideas, but with my IT ideas, where on every Friday I could show a website. And it's just gonna be a basic website, like nothing crazy, like something legitimately like RAM regeneration, whatever. Let's go. Okay, RAM requirements. It's gonna be a basic website that looks just like this. Nothing like too crazy like this though. I don't care about this. You're not about to buy RAM on my website. But, how much do you need for RAM? And then just kind of write this stuff out. Probably drop a YouTube video, might not. Because I don't think I could use anyone's content. So probably not. And just do stuff like this. And then make that on Fridays. I think people would actually like that as content. Okay, sorry. Had to bring that up. I think I just found a way to implement my web dev with IT without it making it look like it's web dev. You know what I mean? Oh my goodness. I've never been more genius. And there's probably even better like ideas out there that I could probably ask ChatGPT or other people and they might sit there and be like, "Oh yeah, you could do this too." And I'm like, "Oh, I think I found the key. I think I found the key." So we gotta keep going. So using a system scanner. Oh, okay. So the system scanner is serious that they're playing around. So the system scanner, how much does it cost? Or manufacturer's compatibility tool. I don't remember what my laptop is called, so I think it's Asus ROG G14 Zephyrus. I always say it the wrong way. Oh, guys, Sorry, I was kind of glitching. But the other day, or yesterday, I disappointed myself. I really like learned how to fill up like air in a tire, and I was trying my hardest to do it. And for some reason I could not get it done. And I think it was because like it was nighttime, so I think I was getting a little bit afraid of waking people up that I just didn't let it sit for however long it should have. Because I feel like I finally started pumping in enough air into the tire. But then I just got super scared. I was like, yeah, I don't want to wake people up. I don't want to, blah, blah, blah. And so I stopped. But like, it really disappointed me to the point where I literally could have been like so sad. I'm like, I gotta stop. I'm like, at the end of the day, like we fail in different areas, and then that's just how you learn, But I was really sad. Like I know it has nothing to do with a tech, but it's something I was hoping that I could have got done. Regeneration is not a standard term related to RAM. It likely refers to upgrading or replacing RAM to improve performance, which is done by ensuring new RAM is physically and electrically compatible. Oh, did I accidentally look up compatibility? Oh, I did. Oh, wait, no, never mind. Compatibility is a part of it. Woo! So, step one, identify your current system's model. I feel like I don't really like the way I have my, I don't know, like my setup. I've been trying to play around with it the last couple of days and it's been irking me, but hopefully I can find something. So, identify your current system's specifications. Okay. Okie doke. And then identify. Bro, I think I legitimately just like actually came up with the best idea I've ever thought of. I'm sorry. It's one of the best. So, like, help me. This is amazing. So, you gotta go system specifications, perfection, and then find your motherboard's model. You can find the model number printed directly on the motherboard by using CPU-Z or Speccy, or by checking the computer's purchase specifications. See, you know what's crazy? I actually think I just learned how I do it. So because I feel like this is a little bit more important, I decided to read it out loud, and I continue to reread it because I'm probably going to read it again as I'm writing it out. And I'm realizing I only do that for things that I feel like are it seems important to understand, and I think that gets me to understand it. By the way, if y'all are new here, man, and you want to see someone who is documenting their journey and who is planning on trying to become something bigger in this IT space or just anything in life, right? Definitely come and hit that subscribe button and tune into these live streams, man. And these live streams, the goal is to hopefully inspire you to just study for whatever you want to study for. And, just stuff like that. So hopefully you end up staying tuned. Let's keep this going. So we got to do number printed directly. Number printed directly. Because this is like one of my screens. And I feel like sometimes it just doesn't look right. This is my other live screen. So let's collab and do a project together. What type of project? The problem is that I'm just too busy. I could probably do it like this. Does this look better, y'all? Does this screen look better? The problem is that I'm too busy. Like if I wasn't so busy, I feel like I would have loved to. But I really don't have enough time in my day. Like I naturally work 12-hour shifts, like 12 to 10-hour shifts. And then by the time I am up, I only am free from like 12 to 1, and then I got to start getting ready for work again. So it's kind of like, and then from 12 to 1, I'm live streaming. So if I were to try to even use that time remotely for a project, for one, I can't live stream, but then two, I wouldn't be able to study for IT support. So I'm a little bit too busy. That's why I do a lot of things by myself. I would love to collab with people though. I would love for it, but I feel like I feel like my YouTube channel probably has to just grow a little bit or something where I don't need to be working as much, but nah, I'm too busy, man. I would love to though. So CPU-Z or Speccy. Perfect. Oh, Speccy. I said Speccy. Oh, you know what? And I'm stupid too because I said Speccy or something. but obviously it's specky because I'm sure it's talking about specs. Or by checking the computer's purchase specifications or manufacturer website. Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like it's probably gonna be easy to kind of find the compatibility with your motherboard, hopefully. And then purchase the specifications. So purchase. I'm just so happy to, of course, just have this YouTube channel to be able to do, this type of content. I think it's just super dope. It's super amazing. I love being able to just kind of record whatever I like to record, and even just editing videos or storytelling. I'm just so happy to have a space where I get to get that out and people actually enjoy the content. Even if nobody was watching, I would still do it. I remember back, like, I deleted those videos now because they were like vlogish and I didn't really like it, but I used to have vlog videos or motivational videos that would only get, I want to say, 30 views, bro. 30 views. And then I'm like, I used to just post constantly during that. It was so dope. And then, the views just decided to skyrocket randomly. And I was just like, oh, this is great. He said, "Hi, I hope you are doing very good. May God bless you. I'm 19 and I'm confused. I'm confused. I want to like. I don't know. Please give me some wisdom that you have." All right. You said I'm confused. You want to like. I'm not sure what you're talking about. I don't know if you're talking about IT support, if you're talking about web dev, or if you're talking about like you want to like the content. So I'm a little bit confused there on what specifically is being asked. Um, but anyway, what was I saying again? I think I was saying something like, oh yeah, so I remember doing it for like 30 views, 40 views, and then now the videos kind of hit 200 views like eventually, or hit like 150, and I'm like, past me would have never thought that would have happened. Like, I know it's like so tiny probably to some of you guys because you probably watch like hella watched people, but for me, man, like, oh my goodness, like I've never been more happier. I'm like, this is amazing. This is super dope. So thank y'all for tuning in. Hope you end up joining this journey, man. He said, I want to like get rich. I'm interested in CEH and content creation. I don't know what CEH is, but yeah, content creation. I'm not gonna hold you. I feel like it could get you there, but content creation is very difficult. And what a lot of people don't understand is how content actually pays you. So to get paid really good, it's really hard because, for instance, with content, if you're only talking about AdSense, right? There's other ways to get paid, like donations or live stream donations, YouTube video donations, or it could be like merch. If you have merchandise, you could sell it. And I'm even gonna give you all a little bit of tea about that. Oh, that's ethical hacking. Oh, I think you could definitely do it. Says, hey Marzi, I really like to keep contact. Hey, what's up, man? If you have Discord or if you have Instagram, you could definitely hit me up there if you want to chat. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, so with content creation, it's a little bit weirder because, for instance, what you need to go by is, a lot of people like to go by their CPM. CPM, don't focus on CPM because CPM is before the money gets sent to you, and obviously that's not something that you could change. Your focus should probably be on your RPM because that's the money that's coming to you. So some people might have $6 RPM, and then you might be wondering, well, what is RPM? That is how much you're getting paid per 1,000 view. So if you wanted to, let's say you're getting paid $6, and let's say in the month you only get, let's say you get 1,000 views every day, so you get about 30,000 views for the month off of YouTube videos. You're probably gonna get paid from that. That'll be 6, 12, 18. You would probably only get paid $180 for that. And maybe less because you might not have a $6 RPM, or maybe more because some people probably watched through most of your ads on your YouTube video. But that's only gonna raise the RPM for the YouTube video, not like all around. So then that would only be about 180 or maybe 200, maybe less. So if you really wanted to make it on YouTube or have full-time income, I want to say getting 100,000 views is $1,000. Something around that line, right? for the month. And that doesn't mean you need to get like 100K viewed video, just 100,000 views in general, which is very difficult. And that's not including YouTube Shorts. But then if you sit there and then you get 1 million views, that could be about 5,000, maybe a little bit less. But as you can see where I'm going, especially being a small YouTuber, that's not likely until like way later. So only relying on like, you said 2K bucks is a lot. No, yeah, 2K bucks is a lot. But the thing is that you're not gonna hit that unless you hit probably 200,000 views for the month. You know what I'm saying? And that's not easy to hit. Like, it's not easy to hit 200,000 views. So that's the point that I'm trying to make. So I feel like if you're going to try to rely strictly on content creation and like AdSense, you're probably not going to make that type of money until years down the line. Like, until you really grind out your channel, or if you just found like a really good video. But if you are someone who thinks you could hit 200,000 views in a month, then by all means, shoot for it. But I'm telling you, it's not that easy. Like, I think monthly off of my YouTube content, I probably hit 15,000 views in total. So, like, I wouldn't even make $100. So it's like, and you can't pull, like, if you're making less than $100, you can't pull that type of money out. So, I don't know. Well, you said 2K bucks. I don't know if you meant to say $200 or if you meant to say actually 2,000. But if we're talking about like actual $2,000, that's 200,000 views. You said true. That's not easy. It takes time. Like learning skills, adapting, learning new things, and then applying those things. Correct? No, yes, 100%. 100%. But it's just difficult because like I used to think it was like easy, which is why I'm trying to like instill that it's not that easy. But then also too though, a lot of where people's income comes from is having like affiliates, but I heard that that's kind of hard to like maintain. And then also too, some people are just really good with selling their merch because it's not with merch, it's not like it needs to just come from YouTube. You could sell merch like outside of YouTube or whatever and just kind of try to pursue it that way. But that's why with content creation, like I think it's something that should be pursued, just not full time ever, because it is just so like wishy washy. And I've seen people hit 200,000 views, so get 2K, dollars for the month, and then by next month only get $50. So it's like YouTube is so up and down. Relying on it as like a career, unless you can average 100,000 views or more per video that you're uploading, I don't think it's worth being like, let me cut my job. And then YouTube Shorts is also very similar. If you could get about 1 million views per YouTube Short, I want to say per million view on YouTube Short is probably $1,000 or maybe something around that. So like YouTube Shorts is probably the best way to go, but it's so hard to kind of even get to that amount too. Like I know it's somebody who's getting like almost 100 million views, and he's able to wait. I think I might be doing the math wrong for what I'm saying, but he gets 100 million views, and he gets about $10,000 a month off of always getting 100 million views on YouTube Shorts. So I'd probably say YouTube Shorts. I think I might be wrong with my math. Actually, maybe 1 million views is $100. I think I meant to say. My fault. 1 million views is 100. You said someone said why am I ignoring their content, but it's weird because I don't see it. For some reason, I don't see it on my comments, but I see it on my TV screen. Hold on, let me read it real quick. I have chat open on the TV screen as well. By the way, if you're new here, hit that sub button. We are still learning about IT support, taking notes as I'm yapping. Hold on, give me 1 second, because I'm trying to write this down. Okay, let me see. Because for some reason, your comments are only popping up on the screen, not in the comment section. So, give me 1 second. I don't know why that's happening. Bruh, can I highlight this? What the fuck? Alright, let me highlight here. Damn, that was pissing me off. Alright, let me see. You said, how are you able to talk and write at the same time? Oh yeah, I don't know how I'm doing that. I honestly don't. I'm super goated at it. I've been doing it for a while. How I'm able to just talk and write. And then what's crazy too is like I'm able to understand it as well. But I think the best way for me to explain it is, as I think not everything is something that I need to know now. So if it's something that's important, I do kind of slow down and focus. but there's some things that I am writing that's kind of like future me might need to know, not me right now. So that's how I'm able to keep writing. My Discord link, I damn, I don't think I put it in the description. I feel like you might have to click on like a different live stream and see if maybe it's in there because I have it in the description somewhere. I just don't really have time to kind of throw it in now, or probably just wait until maybe a couple more minutes, because I'm almost done on live anyway, because my time's about to wrap up. So you could wait a couple more minutes and I'll throw it in there or throw it in the comment section if I could. I don't think I can. So I feel like the creativity is being sapped, taken from people because of short form content. The cycle of literally doom scrolling every single day destroys the urge to create. Sorry, bad English. No, I 100% agree with you. I 100% agree with you, but the only thing that sucks is like I feel that way, but the problem is like if you try like not to use it, it's like some people are gonna be more ahead. Like it's the same thing with AI. Like I don't like AI. I don't like the fact that AI is coming in and it's probably gonna take up a lot of content or a lot of jobs. But if you just don't like it and then you sit there and don't want to learn anything about it or try to use it or whatever, like you're gonna get left behind at the end because it's just what people gravitate to. So I feel like I still do shorts content, but I don't do it the way I see other people doing it. But I see why other people go so hard because, if you watch a lot of those content creators, a lot of them are also hitting 100 million views on their shorts. Hold on, I'm actually gonna switch over. I'm gonna keep this website open for later because I do have to hop off stream in a few because I gotta get ready for work. But I was gonna say, like, if you did, like, that's why a lot of people are doing the shorts. Because if you focus, a lot of them are getting 100 million views on those shorts, meaning they're pulling in about $5,000 to $10,000 a month just off of posting about 5 YouTube shorts a day. And so it's like I see why people are doing it because it's so quick to get the content out. It's very easy, and then like, you're also getting paid pretty damn good doing that. But like I said, with YouTube Shorts, it's like, yes, it's kind of more easier to go viral, but to maintain it's difficult. Like, even for me, I think I only have one YouTube Short that hit like 10K views. So I'm like, even though it's like so supposed to be easy, I'm like, damn, it's kind of difficult, but you can get paid good in either route. It just depends on what you really focus on. But it just takes a lot to build on. So I feel like your best bet is probably to focus on trying to become an ethical hacker, and whatever roadmap that takes. I'm not sure, like, I don't know if that has to do with cybersecurity. I think it does. But just go down whatever roadmap that is, because that might be your actual like stable path. I believe if that is what I'm thinking it is, I believe you still have to go down the, like, you don't have to, but it's probably best for you to go down the IT route and then, eventually transfer over to cybersecurity. And I think your best bet is to look for a job. Sorry, Jesus. So look for a job that has like a IT team but also has a security team. If that's what that is, I'm not too positive. Um but I think that might have to be the way for the ethical hacker way, and that might be your more or less like guaranteed-ish path. And the only reason why I'm saying like ish is because you never really know what could happen or how long it might take someone to get there. Or if you could get a job inside of a certain company that has a cyber team, if the boss likes you, right? There's just so many things that can go down where it wouldn't really matter if you just had the knowledge. So I would probably say though to go down that path. Someone said, I don't know why your comments aren't appearing in my chat, my guy. It's like throwing me off because I feel like I'm missing your comments and I literally see everybody else's comments but yours. I don't know why. What is up, Color? How are you doing? So I gotta like read the screen. Let me put this a little bigger for when you do message, because I don't know what the hell's happened. I can't read your comments. So what's the situation of the IT job market in the USA? Honestly, the situation for the IT job market is really that they're just targeting, because like I got nervous for it for a second, but I realized what they're doing is they're just getting rid of a lot of software engineers. I don't know if it could be because, maybe they want more money, or if it could be because eventually they're going to integrate ATI with, AI with coding, or if they're going to integrate with, you know, like, like they're doing things where I just know a lot of software engineering roles decided to change a little bit. and they started firing people, and then they also started firing people in manager roles. So I feel like a lot of it was a bunch of budget cuts. I think too many people are looking too deep into the situation without looking at stats, thinking that like, oh, there's no job for IT professionals. It's like that isn't what happened at all. And I don't think that's what you said, but I'm just saying because I've seen people, talking about it on like TikTok or whatever. I'm like, damn, people really just see one statistic and then they run with it. I'm like, bruh, that's just never what happened. That just isn't what happened. Like, straight up, they just were firing people. I feel like it was for budget cuts. They probably were going to integrate AI, and it was probably a bunch of people who stopped caring to learn and got comfortable. You know how many people get into those jobs and get super comfortable, like, oh, I don't got to do this, I don't got to do that. You just got to continue learning, and you will never get left behind. So I feel like the IT job market isn't bad at all. Also, too, a lot of Americans are very picky. They're very picky about wanting a certain amount of pay. Like even I could tell I'm a little bit picky about how I want things to go. But they're very picky. Like they want to work at specific jobs that pay good money, or they want this, they want that, and then they literally can get offered an IT role. And because it's paying them $15 an hour, they won't take it. But they don't understand how that role, if they do it for a certain amount of time, can get them such like a bigger role. And I'm like, y'all are tripping. Like, there's just, I feel like it really comes down to the person. I don't think it's the job market. I don't think it's the government. I don't think it's the world. I think it comes down to the person not taking what they can take. And it's like, and then using that to expand yourself. But I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping. I haven't tried applying. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe it really is hard. But I really don't think so. I think people just don't want to. Like I even seen a lot of people who comment and they'll be like, am I able to skip help desk? No. Like you just can't. Like you need experience. Like why are we keep trying to jump over and then when you hear that, then people don't want to pursue it. And it's like, no, like that's not how like you can't just get things easy. You gotta put in the work and people don't want to hear that. Says, anyways, I'll be coming to USA. Maybe it can seem corny, but since I was a kid, I was a fan of the love of the USA culture. Hey, that's what's up, man. Oh my goodness, that's gonna be super dope. I wonder how that feels to come from like outside of the country into our country. Cause I personally am petrified to leave my country. I don't know what it is. Like I was gonna go to like I always had dreams of like either going to, France or going to China or going to, you know, I don't even know, like just different countries. And I'm so afraid because I'm just like, what if I do something that another country doesn't like and I get arrested? And then now I'm dead. I'm just there. Like they got me locked up. Or like, I don't know. I be thinking like stuff like that where I'm like, how do I just like stay in line? Like you basically have to research a lot of what it is that could really get you in trouble. But I'd be petrified. But that could just be me. I'm such a scary person. You said, hi, I'm a student from India and I'm looking forward to connections and build a network. Is there any way I can contact probably LinkedIn? I don't really use LinkedIn because I don't really like people knowing my real name, so I don't give it to people like online. But you could contact me either through my Instagram or through Discord, and then maybe depending on what you are gonna like say or what you are trying to like what you're looking for exactly, then I could probably show you my LinkedIn and we could probably get into that discussion. But I think that'll be pretty dope. You say true, gotta put in the work. No, yeah, facts, man. And it's like I think a lot of people around me too. Like I remember listening to this dude. He was like, and I love this dude. He's like one of my best friends. But he was talking about how he wanted to get into quantum physics. I'm like, you could do it. When do you start? Like when do you start for school? And he's like, oh, I don't really think I'm gonna go the school route. I was like, we gotta drop this dream then because at this point it's like, and then on top of that, the school route is 8 years. And I'm like, it's what makes you think you're gonna land a job in quantum physics with no schooling? And this is still something he actively thinks to this day. If he does it, by all means, I will forever like. I'm like, listen, bro, I'm sorry, I got it wrong. But it's like, there's just people in life who don't want to put in the work and then cry about it. I'm like, come on. Like, we gotta start from somewhere and we just gotta put in that work, man. He said, I always felt super, super. happy when I was a little kid to see American culture, that classy vibes. Well, no, yeah, I don't know, man. Like I feel like I look at us and I'm like, damn, we suck. Our culture is trash. No, but I don't know. I mean, hey, that's gonna be super dope. Let me know how it goes, or whenever you plan on coming down. What state do you specifically think you're going to, or is it just like you just know you're going to the USA? But no, yeah, I love content creation and I love being able to build a community here. Even though it's gonna take forever, I think something I always tell people is never shoot for a viral video and never shoot for money because in the end, it's just gonna drive you crazy. I think you should always shoot to build an audience that likes you for you because for the person who goes viral and makes all that money for the year and probably won't do it again for next year because going viral is difficult and to maintain. While if you built your audience over the years with an S of loyal people who care about following your journey, even though you're not a big content creator, that would be more substantial and more worth building type of like income and community based way. Like way better than any type of virality. You know how many people go viral in a year and then disappear in the next like couple months into the new year? Like, and the internet is so strange that I'm one of those people where, like, for instance, like you, how you have Dashi, like Dashi Games. I love that it's not like he needs to go and collab. Like, I know he does collab sometimes with people, but he doesn't need to always go where other people are at. Or he doesn't need to be with a bunch of other people. He could just be in his room or in his house. I don't know if he has like a full production or like editing and stuff like that, but he just makes those games, probably has to pay someone to edit it, and like that's the way he lives his life. Like Markiplier, same thing where it's like they make content for their fan base. They're not sitting there having to hop on, stream over here or have to go all the way over here. I feel like that's probably the best way. Build your own audience who like you for you, and then in the future, boom, like boom, boom, boom. When that audience continues to grow and they continue to like you for you, that's where it stays substantial. And then you're actually doing things that you love to do. You're not forcing it. You're not doing it for money. You're doing it because you love it. I think that's amazing. It says, how did you go live yesterday? You didn't see me. I don't know what's happening. Like a lot of people keep telling me that they have the post notifications on and it's not popping up for people, or like they seen it but it wasn't showing it. I don't know why my YouTube channel keeps doing that. But what I will say is I do go live every single day at 12:30 p.m. EST to 1:30 p.m. EST. So if it's not popping up, you could probably just I wouldn't say make your own alarm because that's crazy, but just if it's 12:30 p.m. EST, you can definitely tune in. Even if you're watching after the stream, you can even let me know in the comments like here after the stream, and like you could even watch it after and probably message me anywhere or like in the comment section. I always respond. I think that'll be pretty nice because I still like, it's still dope if y'all watch after as well, like if you couldn't make it. You said Florida. Hey, Florida's gonna be a good little spot. I want to move to Florida. I really, really do. But I don't know, man. Those hurricanes, I'm scared. Like I could go for vacation, but moving, I don't know. Like, but the hurricanes, they're not that bad. I'm just from like a place where we don't get hit at all with anything. Like the worst we've ever had was like one tornado, and that was 10 years ago, like, or not even, like 15 years ago. So for me, yeah, like 15 years ago. Sorry, I'm like, damn, am I lying? So for me, we don't have bad weather over here. So I'm like, I like it here just because of that. But I don't know, the cost of living here isn't good either. I don't know. I'm surprised. I don't know why the hell like rent or just houses here are so expensive and they look ugly. I'm like, what the hell are we doing? But right, I gotta hop off though. I gotta get ready for work. I love y'all. You all have been amazing. Y'all are super goated. Make sure you tune in tomorrow if you are new here. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you are new here so we can continue to have these chats. We can continue to study together. We can continue to talk about life. Like, I love the fact that, I mean, all of you guys practically were doing it, but me and Zenas, we've been talking for a while. I believe is how you pronounce your name, Zenesis. Like, I love the fact that me and you got into that topic because that's like something I love to talk about. I love talking about real life. I love talking about studying. I love talking about YouTube algorithms and money and like how to get paid by business wise. I just love these concepts. And I feel like not a lot of people Obviously, I'm not you guys because everyone in the comment section has been doing it, but I wish I had friends like y'all in real life where we could like dead talk about this topic for hours on hours on hours. I don't know. Last question before I go because I don't want to skip this guy. Says what is your strategy to overcome this? How you look getting a job as fresher at IT when AI is just boom, all the entry level jobs can be done by AI. I feel like in the end, I don't think AI is doing as well as people think. So maybe that could just be like how I feel. Also too, I think there will always be a place for a human. You just have to know how to work with AI. I don't think it's like no human can get in. And if you let that fear stop you, then you're gonna be behind. That fear should never be what stops you because, for one, I don't think, like I said, I don't think AI is where people think it is. I think it's getting there. I think it's 100% gonna happen. But there's still plenty of positions for people to join. I don't think AI is gonna touch networking. I don't think AI is gonna touch cyber. And if it does, it's only gonna touch it in areas where, like you said, is kind of like entry level decisions that need to be made. But when it comes down to, networking, or when it comes down to, uh, what is it called? When it comes down to cybersecurity, you can't trust AI with that stuff. Like, that stuff matters. That stuff, people's lives are depending on it, whether with cybersecurity, it's like people can be losing money. Like, they're not about to sit there and let AI sit there for like 30 hours to figure that out, So it's kind of like, for me, I don't really see it as no human can get in. I think it just kind of changes the way you do get in. And it's not something that's happening right now. There's many job applications around me for help desk positions that I know I could get into. AI has not took that yet. And then from there, I know I could rise into a networking position. Like, regardless, I think I'm at a good point in my path where I could kind of do it before AI gets involved anyway. And then when it does get involved, I'm already there, so I'm just going to be able to use it to kind of help me. I don't think people should be afraid of it. Just learn how to work with it. If you don't learn how to work with it, expect that you're going to lose your job. I think that's just the best way to say it, like, to be blunt and straightforward. But also too, AI isn't where they're making it seem. They want people to be scared. They want people to do exactly what people are doing, which is be fearful, which is to quit, which is to not try. I think that's the propaganda. They just want people to be down bad. And people are falling for it. As soon as they hear AI, they're getting scared. Don't let it affect you. IT support is still 100% active. I think the closer, like, there's so many things that are more closely to being actually replaced with AI than IT. And then especially like IT infrastructure, like if you're someone who's hands-on hardware, tell me how AI could take that over. You're the one dealing with the hardware. Like, AI isn't physical unless they make a robot. But even then, I'll be like 60. So it's like, I don't care when that happens. Like, I'm gonna be chilling. And then especially too, like, what we gotta get is that AI in a way is still technical. It's still technology. So AI is going to need someone, as in like an AI technician, or like, obviously that's not the name for it, but they're gonna still need someone to deal with these AI or deal with these robots, right? When the robot breaks, is another robot gonna fix it? No, it's gonna be a human. It's gonna be maintenance. So it's kind of like, come on, like a human fits in somewhere. We can't close our mind like that. Don't let this world try to get you, bro. He said, have a wonderful day and extremely. Dennis, Dennis says, you're crazy, brother. You're crazy. You said you hit the sub button. Hey, that's what's up, man. Thank you so much, Genesis, for that sub button. Would be amazing to meet in real life and talk about these topics. No, 100%. I think that would be super dope, bro. That would be super dope. He said, but job openings for networking and cyber is way less as compared to development or AI. Depending on where you're going, I'm gonna give y'all a little bit of a hint. I mean, not a hint, but like a little bit of a way to get into these roles. The reason why it seems like there's not that many openings is because businesses are hiring internally. That's number one. They like to hire internally. Number two is a lot of businesses just don't put out applications, but if you contact them, you never know if there's a role for you that could be there, especially if you contact them for like internship roles, right? Or like just anything where you can kind of get in and get some knowledge, they might end up hiring you, but you need to contact them. Some businesses don't do that. Number like well, I'm gonna go back and spin the block back on number one. Number one is simply the fact that if you get hired internally, especially at such a bigger business, like let me say a government job or like a university, right? Or actually, you could even do like the hospital or do something, right? They end up offering more jobs to people for networking and if they have a cyber team and cybersecurity to the people in the building before it ever goes out. And then guess what? If it's a tech job, the people in the building that they are going to be hiring are going to be the help desk people or going to be tier one, tier two, tier three. So that's why it feels like there's no roles because it's not making it to the outside because too many people on the inside. That's why I keep telling people if you want to get into a business or get into a certain job, I don't care where you need to start. If you start as the janitor and they get to know you as the janitor who knows cybersecurity, you can internally apply and get in there. And they're probably gonna even let you know, like, yo, there's gonna be an internal position. We saw you shadowing cybersecurity. Go apply for it. We'll see what we'll see. Internal transfers, especially too, internal transfers counts as networking. People keep avoiding this. Like networking is huge. People are like, "Oh, you need to be a nepo baby to get in." No, you don't. Get in a different role. Talk to the IT team. Talk to the cybersecurity team. Make those connections, and then boom, apply for that application. They can still say no. It's not a 100% guarantee, but you get more applications that way, at least inside of your building, rather than trying to look for outside of the building. And then you also got to move. Moving is another thing too. Like if you see that there's a better role or better roles in a different area, moving could even be a little bit better too. Um, so I don't know. I feel like I disagree. I think there's a lot of job openings. I think people don't know how to get them. And that's why I keep telling people get in internally, transfer, or not transfer, but apply for it internally. That's going to be way more easier than waiting for an external application. Or, like I said, do the groundwork yourself and contact that company, whether it's for an internship, whether it's for shadowing, whether it's for money, right? You're actually asking for a job. Even contracted roles will be fine. Getting in that way, but people don't want to do it. People like I don't know what they're expecting, but it's like you got to start somewhere. You said I think AI will have a hard time replacing hackers. 100%. I don't think AI is definitely like I don't think AI is even touching cyber, and if they do, I'm thinking like maybe SOC analysis, like the big like entry level cyber. But even then, so what? You think nobody can join at all to even get to the next step? I mean, not use that in a sense, but get to the next step. It's like that's not possible. Says how much a hacker can earn in USA. Any idea? By the way, what should I call you, Miss Wisdom Giver? I mean, I don't know, cause like I could. Hey, I don't like to say that I'm 100% right, but I'm very passionate when it comes to the concept of AI coming into jobs, cause people use that as a fear mongering thing, and it's not as realistic as people are seeing it to be. So I don't know. But they said, how much can a hacker earn? I'm not sure. I think you got. I know that hackers can earn a lot because I actually planned on transitioning into cybersecurity when I got into networking. So it really depends. But I do got to get off though. I stayed on an extra 15 minutes because I love this topic. I love the AI topic. I don't want people to be afraid. AI, like it's huge. It's gonna be something. They're the people who don't plan to learn or who don't plan to get better or don't plan to use AI in a way to help them. Yes, you will get left behind. That is a fact. Or not left behind, but you're not going to be able to land those roles. That is a fact. But if you sit there and continuously learn, if you sit there and see where you could fit in, if you sit there and see how to get in internal transfers, you will literally, and then making connections too within those internal transfers, you would be fine. You would be fine. All right, I'll be catching you on the next one though. My bad. I've been yapping.